Welcome to the Week 11 analysis and predictions. We're going to go over all the games here and see how we do. Thursday night football, the Jets versus the Patriots. Wow, this is a bad Thursday night matchup. The Patriots might destroy the Jets here. Yikes. Yeah, I think the Patriots just have a lot more going for them right now. The Drake May MVP combo is heating up. And I think rightfully so. He's doing a phenomenal job in being able to lead that offense. And their defense looks really good too. Being able to play complementary football is really good for them. The Jets, week in and week out, they just don't really have much going for them. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes maybe shit, you know? It is a divisional matchup, so they know each other somewhat well. I just don't see a way in which the Jets can win this. 14-28 Patriots. Sunday early morning game in Madrid. The Commanders versus the Dolphins. This Commanders defense is absolutely garbage. They don't look good. They are riddled with injuries, and their offense just isn't any better. The Dolphins played good against the Bills, looked somewhat good. They are definitely the better team here, as both being 3-7. I think the Dolphins are overall just a better team though, so Commanders, Dolphins, give me the Dolphins. Early slate of games, starting off with the Panthers and the Falcons. This will be very close. I think both teams have shown that they can be good and hang with top teams, but they themselves make bad mistakes that cost them the games. And so I think because this is a division game, it'll be a lot closer. I think the Panthers defense is pretty good though, that they can hold that Falcons offense to minimal points. Falcons defense is definitely better than the Panthers defense though, and can definitely wreck the game for the Panthers offense. I do think the Falcons are a better team here. So with that being said, give me the Falcons 14-21. The Buccaneers versus the Bills. The Bills looked sloppy last week. The Buccaneers also lost a close one. Both coming off a loss, I think will do everything they can to get this win. This win is very important. The Dolphins did show that the Bills are vulnerable though, and so I think the Buccaneers defense has definitely more than the Dolphins defense has to be able to create the same problems for the Bills. On the offensive side, I think the Buccaneers have more talent in the receiving room than the Bills do, because the Bills passing game isn't the best right now. Yeah, and then the Buccaneers are just like a top tier team that you can't really run much against them. So you got to rely on Josh Allen being able to get the ball out. And in this case, I trust Baker and that offense a little more than I do with just Josh Allen trying to be the hero of this game. I think it'll be close though. I don't think it'll be a blowout or anything like that. It's an away game for them too. A little cold. 17-14 Buccaneers. Texans versus the Titans. Houston's team is now flowing again. Division matchup somewhat be competitive, but I just don't think the Titans team has anything really. Texans defense will be lethal. 31-14 Texans. The Bears versus the Vikings. Ben Johnson has kind of brought that grittiness from the Lions team that he was on last year. They're able to win games that are close. Taking this into the fourth, you can't have this game be close because the Bears will find a way. Their defense isn't as good, so for the defense is really just about creating pressure and making JJ McCarthy make mistakes, which he will make. We've seen that kind of almost every game now. He's not the best quarterback back there. Division game though, it should be close. The Vikings are the favorites here. I like the Bears 24-21. Green Bay Packers, New York Giants. With Jameis Winston starting and that Packers defense looking good against the Eagles on Monday, this probably won't be as competitive of a game. Yeah, I mean the Packers just need this is kind of like a tune-up match for them to get their offense going again, to just really get Jordan Love back to being comfortable. There's not much going for the Giants right now. Fired their head coach. Jameis Winston is the third starting quarterback this season. Give me the Packers 34-14. The Bengals versus the Steelers. Another close game. That's a divisional matchup. We have already seen what this game looked like. I think it'll probably be another shootout, but I think this time Steelers are at home. I think they'll be able to win this one. 21-24. Give me the Steelers. The Chargers versus the Jaguars. Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence just don't look good. And Justin Herbert can honestly just tear up a defense. It takes the Jaguars forever to get anything going. If the Chargers get going early, it's very hard to stop them. 28-10. The Chargers with the win. Afternoon slate of games. Alright, this is probably the game of the week. The Seahawks versus the Rams. Another division game that's gonna be close. The Rams are at home this week. The Rams have shown that they use a lot of 3 tight end sets. The Seahawks are most vulnerable to tight ends. And for the Seahawks playing against that Rams defense, it'll be that front line. Whether or not that Seattle offensive line can hold against the Rams D-line. Getting quick passes out to the receivers, running backs. I don't really see like deep bombs coming because it's just time in the pocket for the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle's really good on the road. I do think that Rams offense is very well equipped to beat the Seahawks defense though. Oh yeah, the Rams are debuting New Jerseys. I forget. They are debuting New Jerseys. This being an away game though, I think I trust the Seahawks to win this. And that's like bias aside. I think this will be super close though. I think it'll come down to like a field goal again. The Rams are the favorite to win this one though. I can see that they can win 20-17. I got the Seahawks, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams win this either. It's just that close of a game. The Bang Bang Niner game versus the Arizona Cardinals. Man, another division matchup with the Cardinals just looking horrible. I mean, I like, despite the 49ers being injured, I think they definitely have like a lot more players that can still help. This is not going to be like a close game at all, or just like a good game at all, to be honest. 28-17, the Niners. The Ravens versus the Browns. The Ravens, with Lamar Jackson coming back, they just look like a whole new team. They are completely changed around. They're getting the offense going. The defense is like playing well. The Browns just don't have a lot. Dylan Gabriel is just trash. I trust Lamar Jackson and that Ravens team a lot more. Division game, though, I think it'll somewhat be close. 20-14, the Ravens. The Chiefs versus the Broncos. Another really good matchup. Division matchup. This one's also kind of 50-50. I mean, this is a chance for the Broncos to prove that they're not just a fraud team, you know? That they can actually compete with, like, really good teams. And I think their defense can. I don't know about their offense. The Chiefs are slowly getting their groove back. And that Broncos offense just hasn't shown to look good. Yeah, and it's like it comes down to, like, who do you trust more on offense? Patrick Mahomes or Bo Nix? Honestly, Patrick Mahomes, despite having a down year, I think he's the better quarterback here. Yeah, it's just really hard to like pick the Broncos here when they struggled against the Raiders. 20-13, give me the Chiefs. Sunday night football. This is a good matchup too. That Lions defense is pretty good too. They've shown that they can at least hang with good offenses. And if you give that Lions offense opportunities, they are going to reward you because they're just that good of an offense right now. And the Eagles defense is really good. Eagles defense versus the Lions offense. It's going to be a tough battle. It'll really just come down to whether or not the Eagles offense can get anything going, get things going earlier this time. Jalen Hurts definitely has to be able to pass more. He needs to pass more. 24-14 Lions. Monday night football. The Foo Bowl. Cowboys versus the Raiders. Can't believe this is a Monday night matchup. So I think the Cowboys offense, they didn't look good last week. But man, hopefully they can get things going again. The Raiders defense is like pretty good, but they played a Broncos team, so it's like, are they really that good? Or are the Broncos just trash? Cowboys, though, I think are better equipped to beat that Raiders team than the Broncos were. Now, can the Cowboys defense hold? I don't know. The Raiders have shown to make very, 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 very poor mistakes on offense. Let's go 21-14 Cowboys. So yeah, that is our Week 11 matchup picks, predictions, analysis, breakdown of these games. Let me know what your picks are for this weekend. I hope you enjoy the breakdown. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Tune in next time.